Good morning, collective. I love you, I love you, I love you. This is my magic cat. Can I show you my magic cat?
So yeah, Seven of Cups, people are very delusional, okay?
Yeah, she doesn't look very thrilled about that introduction, but that's Magic Cat. Get out of my throne.
The Six of Cups, their childhood.
No, she's a really sweet cat. She watches all the little spirits in the corners move at night. And she's always like, Mom, why is it so cold in here all the time? Because they're protecting me, right? That's why I wear all these sweaters and things.
Okay, you gotta move, babe. You gotta go on the couch. Go on the couch.
So Spirit gave me some things to give to you today for your downloads. Is that too bright? Oh well, it's okay to me. Today, May 20th, is Endangered Species Day. So we might be an endangered species unless we can keep our vibration really high, right? Endangered Species Day, May 20th. I think it's Friday, right? Okay. I want to bless this reading, which is something from the Word. Somebody just, is that the wind? I don't know. Oh, my cat's getting in the cat food bag. Hold on. At that time, Jesus said to the disciples, "Do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul, but rather be afraid of him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell." Yeah. We have some soul, don't we? 144,000, that's a lot of soul. It's a lot of soul. Can't kick down that soul, right? So the other thing I was supposed to mention is lexicograms. Taking the letters in your name. I better get her some food or she's seriously gonna rip that back. Hold on 1 second.
They're gonna be heartbroken here. The King of Wands feels foolish, okay, because maybe they didn't see this, or they was afraid to move forward or move on or something like that. What is the Seven of Cups here? So this person was in wishful
Alexa,
thinking
play Staying Alive.
Okay, with the Hierophant. Yeah, Ace of Cups here. Somebody may be scared.
Okay, so you take the letters in your name and you rearrange them and they make sentences and things. And there's a really cool there's really cool websites out there and even machines that help you pull words from your name, because if your name is really long, it takes a long time. But it's well worth it. These are some of the things I pulled from my name. And like if you've been married a couple times and you have like 3 last names, you can use those, but the one with your birth, what you were at birth, is probably the most prominent. These words can unlock some of your spiritual gifts that you can use during this upcoming spiritual battle, or the one that you're in right now. So I got a sin drain, like a drain that drains sin, from my name. I got a red stain risen from my name. I got a distant star for my name. I got, oh, this one's really cool. A dear raw ear cares, raw, like raw, right? So a dear raw ears cares, and sacred, you can pull that word from my name, sacred. Red Rider, you can pull from my name. Stone and anchor, you can pull with my name. Sink the sin. So yeah, you get all these little words from your name and you start making sentences, and pretty soon it's like, oh my gosh, that's my destiny, or oh my gosh, that's gonna save me at the end of times. So that's really important for you to take the time and just do that, and just do it while you're watching TV or what have you, because the things that you pull from your name are really powerful for your journey, for that I am, for that where you're in your chart, where your MC is. That's going to be part of your voice. So take the time to do that. I just found some really cool things in my name. I thought, yeah, right? And also, Spirit wanted me to let you know that the enemy doesn't like their legal name. like their given legal name for some reason, it'll make their it'll make them bristle or their nostrils flare. So there's something about like your specific enemy. For example, Satan doesn't like Lucifer. He says it like reminds him of like Wilbur or something, but Wilford. So there's something about that. They may go by a nickname or they may go by a different name, but that legal name will really command their attention if you're trying to make a point that if you've come to give me a message, I've come to command your respect, and you're gonna, So that's one of the ways you can get to your enemy. Okay. And then also Sagittarius. Spirit wanted me to let the collective know that Sagittarius, they're so intuitive and psychic. They really are, because they're fire, right? And they deliver these little arrows of truth, like these arrows of truth, which have really saved some lives. They're amazing. They're going through a really difficult time right now, so if you have Sagittarius around you, because they're having to realize that I'm going to have to use these truths to set myself free right now. And those are really difficult, right? Because collective, we know how much we've laid down in this battle, but we really have to help the Sagittarius around us and figure out what they might have to lay down in the midst of this battle for them. I think that was it. Oh, no. Okay, so Spirit's trying to keep my joy up, and keep me laughing and things. And so I was playing with this image in my head about we, as a collective, should have a committee and do karmic awards for the best karmic. So I want you guys to think about that. Because, if they can sit back and laugh at how miserable they've made our lives, I feel like, it's just balancing the scales to be like, we have a ceremony for best karmic act that was unthought foolish, and so we should hand out karmic awards. This year's best karmic award goes to so anyway, it made me laugh, so I hope it makes you laugh. Today's reading, it's going to be interesting. So I feel like a lot of this stuff is almost done, but maybe not. We build these, we have to realize too that we're not the only ones that had dreams that fell apart. There were other people that had dreams that meant a lot to them, and now they're falling apart. So we have to be conscious of that too. Like when we are out and about, like maybe this was the season for someone's dream to kind of like dissolve in front of their face, and we know what that's like, right? Where you're like, oh, I thought this was it. I thought I could relax and have all this, and this, and it wasn't what God wanted for you, so it wasn't strong enough to hold up, and you had to let all this stuff go, and that might be where they're at right now. So just be gracious with that, I guess, because we all know what it feels like to have the rug ripped out from under us and lose things that we really held dear to us, But when you strip everything away, you realize, gosh, I'm kind of stronger, I don't have all this bullshit around me. I don't have all these lies and deceits and things that made me question myself. So, I don't know. The universe is just balancing things. Probably how you felt 7 years ago, powerless and weak, and you couldn't talk to anybody about what was going on. That's probably how they feel right now. I remember telling my story to people that would either A, be an empathic person, and they'd say, oh my God, and they'd get like goosebumps, or I'd tell somebody and they'd be like it was a ghost story or something. So I had to realize, okay, I must just be seeing ghosts and nobody else can see them. So I just stopped talking about it, and went and worked 3 jobs and got over it. Because that was the advice I got, was move forward, just move on. Oh, okay. I just went through an apocalypse, but sure, yeah, I'll just get 3 jobs and move on. But keeping your sense of humor is probably the thing that'll keep your grounding too, and keep you balanced. So I just really encourage all of you to keep that joy up. They want to talk. these cards want to talk today. So I don't know. We're going to see what they want to say here. So we have, okay, this is the guy in the middle, right? This gift, this person that wants to bring you something. It's kind of, I have a very bad vibe about this, just because I feel like it's a breadcrumb. And we use that term a lot with these card readers, you know, because what did they do? They took the breadcrumbs in the forest and they said, oh, come on, Hansel and Gretel, we'll get you to this oven where we can bake and eat you. Like, no, you don't want to be baited into something that's like, you are sitting on more right now than you've ever in your whole life. So why would you take this invitation? You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you're good, right? Okay. But this is what's crossing it, so there might be a reason for it. Go ahead and let them come forward, because everyone and their dog's gonna see it. So that would be good, right? So yeah, it'll work out. You were unconscious of the truths that are finally being announced around you, which is good, because that's the clarity that we were after. I think a lot of you have seen the signs and symbols to confirm like what you're doing is good and true and right, and to stick on that path till God puts you somewhere else where he needs you. But this you're kind of unconscious of it as well, because there hasn't been any big moment of balloons or, you know, what have you. So you're just holding on, okay? You have got this. Yeah, you're very conscious of this. This person doesn't want to, they don't want to let go. And they're chained, you know, you get it. Collective, you know what it's like to be chained to something and not be able to let go. But you know it doesn't work, right? So you had to break those chains, you had to cut them away. So anyway, this is what we were conscious of, is all these attempts to, regardless of, oh, well, Red Rover send the good guys over, you have this huge line of people at this point. This guy doesn't care. He's like, yeah, watch what I can do. But, you know, every time they, like, if they take attempts on your life, like, for example, and you end up back up in this spirit world, and they're like, what are you doing here? This is not your time. They don't realize that every time that they do that, you're on the edge of hell and heaven, purgatory. You're like, and those spirits are grabbing at you when they see you, like, oh my God, look who's here. And you're making friends. So what I'm saying is, you kind of at this point have this all access where they all know you at this point. Like, what the fuck is going on down there? And you're like, I don't know. But they kind of like you for that, because you have become the homegirl. Like, I know that what are they doing to that poor girl down there? Because of all these, you know, they've kicked you out all these times. So not that you're joining this team, but what I'm saying is even this team is starting to question, like don't we have bigger things to worry about, like the earth stopping? So just be aware. Like, you think it's horrible and it's going to be forever, and it's not. I promise. Moving away from this is the indecision. I also affiliate this with the affinity symbol, because nobody move, nobody get hurt kind of thing. But regardless if it's taken away, you're still here. So regardless of the decision, you're good, you're solid, and you're stronger than when it started of the decision-making process. So whatever is decided, you know that God has a good plan for you, because you've made good choices. You're headed toward this. You're headed to some kind of revelation or discussion that's absolutely going to blow your mind. That's absolutely going to be like, no fucking way. And that's okay. These swords will, at this point, go right through you. You won't feel them, because God has given you all this time during this cycle, and he's given you all these downloads. Like, this is what's been happening, this is what's been going on. And so at this point, it's like, okay, this is just confirmation. This is just thank you for this, because that's kind of what I needed to make sure that I was thinking correctly. some of those thoughts that you had, you might be thinking, why would I even think that? But it was his way to prepare you that this isn't going to be pretty. We can't talk pretty anymore, period, okay? Even though that's how we were raised, right? To be pretty and perfect and all these nice things. But pretty and perfect in this world doesn't always cut it. Sometimes you just have to be real, down and dirty, down by the train tracks, okay? That's where we've had to be these past few years. Moving toward the Lovers. Yeah, the Lovers. This is just equality when I see this card. This is just, you're moving toward balance. You've been blessed by staying balanced, by the way. So you know at this point that anything that's going to tip that scale, you're not going to go down that road, sorry. So you'll either avoid it, lock your door, turn off your phone or what have you, because you're staying balanced. There's no way around it. These people have gone out of their way to get you off kilter, helter-skelter bullshit. And it's like, yo, I'm happy, and I accept the things around me as my moment of happiness. And I think collective, if you can just enjoy your moments, because we don't know what the ultimate plan is. That chessboard could just be shaken up at any time. You might think you have a checkmate situation going on. We don't know that. We can be like, yo, okay, I got you. I can go do this now. We don't know. So you have to be able to stay balanced so that you can make that next move based off of your environment, the decisions of your environment. So this is how people see you, which is good, right? You're sitting on your throne. You got your fuzzy cat, fuzzy dog, and you're good. You're good. You're happy with what you have. If you get more, awesome. If you don't, hey, I have a couple options, so we're okay. Hopefully it won't be this option. I think they think you're gonna take this one. This little guy with the, they think you're gonna take this one, and you're not gonna take that. Okay, just FYI, you're not gonna take that one. Okay, please promise me. Okay. All right. This is hopes, dreams, wishes position. So you're just hanging out. You know you have a few more days before this is completely, like we go into Gemini tomorrow. Gemini's going to be moving quick for everybody. I don't know. Mercury's still in retrograde, isn't it? So communication isn't the greatest right now anyway. Everything's like, So do what you got to do. Wait for what you got to wait for. But, enjoy the resources around you and learn more about those. Do that lexigram thing with your name tonight. I want you guys to share those in your readings, because I think a lot of collective are going to have things like, warrior and stuff from their name. It's already in your name. Like, you were blessed to do this. So, okay, and this is the outcome. But I think this is in the environment. I really do. I feel like there's some people that are really regretting not seeing what was right in front of them. And sometimes that's hard because it doesn't scream at them. But collective, we are just such sensitive souls that we don't scream. Like, we give advice and we give words of wisdom, but if they don't take it, you can't force it, right? So we're not screamers. But unfortunately, someone had wished that you had screamed it, because now they're feeling like this. But we know screaming doesn't work, right? That no matter how loud we say it or how many times we say it, that obsession to get that truth out, it doesn't work that way. We're ladies and we're gentlemen, we're kings and queens. So we did our part, and God's blessing us for that. But be delicate with the souls around you that have had to let that dream go, because we know what that felt like. We know what it felt like to let go and lay those wands down. This is someone who has no wands, see? I see some cups tipped over. But I see a couple cups that are still upright, and even though they appear to be like this, they have to recognize that they still have a couple cups there that they can reach for. And that's what you might be scared of, is like, don't let that person in to just turn around and grab that cup and like throw it in your face. So just, be gentle, be the gentle soul that you are, and be kind around them. So I love you, collective. I hope you have an awesome day. Go enjoy your spring, May 20th, Endangered Species Day. I love you.
Okay, this person could also be sending demonic succubus or